Hey, where's that bitch? Zoe, come here. Get in on this. That's my dog. This is the second season of the Microwave Minutes. And you're a jerk if you didn't watch the first season. Now, we're just going to format it like the rest of the RFAT shows. Because RFAT, I'm not, whatever. You know the thing. Have you watched the shows? Because if you haven't, go fucking watch them. I'm really sick of this. Now, the first season I did all on YouTube. You can watch them all. But we're just gonna recap real quick all our episodes, because this is a strictly podcast now. Because guess what? I don't have video equipment, and I really don't intend on doing a whole second season like this, because that was treacherous. There was months in between episodes here. And let's see, the first episode we got pizza puffs. I think I did pizza puffs twice. We got 3 comments on here. The first episode to the best series ever. What a fucking hit right there, right? I cooked my pizza puffs for 2 minutes and 35. It says 2:35 minutes and it's still hot and soft. Try frying it. It tastes so much better. Good reviews, right? We got good comments. Nice positive interactions going on. No hate going on. I got a nice sir on the second episode. I don't even see the third one. So there's a 1, 2, and there's a 4. It's a disaster. I skipped the whole episode. Where did it even go? It might have taken it down. Maybe it was that bad. Is it possible? Of course it's possible. Anything is possible with the Microwave Minutes. No comments on the fourth one. Nobody questioned where the third one was. I got music is way too loud. So, not going to turn it down. Oh, actually, let's go cue the music, right? Right. So, I got COVID. So I'm at home, dwindling my thumbs, sending out apps, sending out zines, rewriting recipes, getting ready for next cookbook. Not going to be out by Christmas, but we're going to have some zines and I'm going to have some zines. There's no we, it's just me. There's going to be other names on it, but I did the work. Go buy my shit. punchjustice.com. You can follow the link tree to Multiplex, to WolfX, and all that other good stuff. Shout out everybody that I let know that I had COVID. Hopefully I didn't give it to you either. My bad. Might add, this is prior to knowing that I had it. I wasn't just running around being all silly. But let's get into the food, Enough with all this negativity. We're doing... Something just happened. Something special. Stocked up my freezer. And it's just going to be the luck of the draw. I'm just going to grab whatever I want out of the freezer each episode and just... I guess I'm just going to speak it to you. You just got to listen to me eat it, too. Same thing, we'll rate it dank or not dank. We can do half danks, quarter danks, maybe. But we can't do that many scales, We're not worried about it. We just want to know if it's good or not. Quantity for quality. the quality of the quantity. If it's a big family size meal, we got to get some guests on here when I'm not contagious. Got plenty of space in the studio. So, it's by invite only anyway. I don't know. I'm not going to ask you to come on the show as a listener. What are you, psychotic? Play those games with me. Anyway, so season 2, episode 1, the season premiere. Shark Week is not this week, I don't think. I should probably double check. It's got to be sometime. I feel like it's February, March, maybe. Discovery Devours. The way that I could explain this to you is that there's a giant great white shark jumping out of the top right-hand corner of this box trying to take your food off your fork. It's an official meal of Discovery Shark Week 2021. Maybe I missed it this year. Let's see the back. We got like a commercial. Eat like an animal. Shark Week calls for something you can really sink your teeth into. In hearts and stomachs everywhere, sausage and bacon have been battling for the best breakfast meat of them all. We decided it's time to come together in peace. Because you can get a bite of each, it's pure bliss. Chock full of thick, juicy cuts of smoke and pork sausages, our double sausages and bacon-loaded tots mixes crispy bacon, golden tater tots, fluffy scrambled eggs, and decadent queso sauce. We top it all off with mouth-watering melted mozzarella cheese. So whether it's dawn or dusk, these tater tots are tricked out with all the meats for wherever your breakfast craving hits. Damn, good fucking writing. Oh my God. I'm salivating. There's a hashtag. Hashtag Shark Week at Shark Week. Dive even deeper at sharkweek.com if you dare. Tastes ridiculously good. They don't tell you where anything comes from, though. Cooking instructions, we got microwave times are based on an 1100 watt microwave. All right, I'm gonna get into it. We got peel back corner of the vent. Microwave on high for 2 minutes. Peel back entire sheet and stir. Replace microwave 1 minute 30 seconds and let stand for 1 minute. So we'll be eating in a few minutes here. Meanwhile, listen to the rest of this song. You didn't actually think I was going to make you listen to the rest of that, did you? Of course not. We're just going to jump back into some of these comments, though, because I think that there's a couple really good ones. One is, that one's not that funny. That was just like, I find your video very entertaining. The microwave's going to rot your brain. That's a good one. They all must have gotten taken down. One of them is like, who let this guy use a camera? And like, what am I watching? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, good stuff though on YouTube. I gotta say, my controllers don't work for my PlayStation, so I'm not streaming anything, but that's a pretty good time too. People yell at me all the time because I really don't know how to play video games that good. I'm not good at video games. Any game, you name it, definitely not good at it. But it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun. There is really nothing like pissing off a bunch of 13-year-olds on something that they spend as much as you spend working full-time. There is some kind of joy that is involved in that process. So I'm lacking that right now. I've been productive in other departments. I've been listening to audiobooks. I'm really into audiobooks right now. Signed up for an Audible. Wish I could give you a code right now. That'd be sick. How do I do that? Someone help me. Apply for school. That might be fun to go back to school. Who knows? Maybe it would suck. I'm not really sure. But, man, being on a work and not having video games really has changed my whole worldview. It really changed the way I felt about the show. I was trying to do all the second season on film again, or on digital video, whatever. And I just finally was like, yeah, wasn't a good idea the first time. So we're coming right back around to the beginning of the episode. And we're about to dive into this Shark Week Devour all-day breakfast. Now, mixing it up, the in-between, one of them was to mix in and then replace. I got to tell you, it looks like there's like 6 tater tots. So just a quick we'll get a little sound bite, see what's going on with the juiciness of the audio. There really isn't any there's no tater shots. The sausages they look like they were boiled. It's got a nice cheese pull going on. And the eggs don't look very appetizing. They're very chunky next to giant, they're like kind of cut on a bias pieces of sausage, but like not really. It's like a 30-degree slice or something. And the sausage is not good. It's watery, has no flavor whatsoever. I'm going to try all the pieces independently. So there's tots, there's little pieces. I don't see any bacon, actually. There's no bacon in here. It's supposed to be covered in bacon. The picture looks amazing. It looks like there's at least 20 pieces of tater tots. Your standard size tater tot. And this bowl that I'm looking at right now is about 25% full. It looks like the tater tots have been mashed. Still never checked my microwave. It's probably too strong of a microwave. It probably imploded the tater tots. Oh my God. And the tater tots are little nukes going on in my mouth. So hot. The only way to not scald your mouth is to just swallow the pieces. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. You got this watery sausage, non-existent tater tots, mostly cheese and eggs is what's going on in here. Mostly cheese and eggs. I'm going to have to say not dank, because I'm going to set that down. Leave it alone for a sec. I don't know. I probably won't get any of those again. That's for sure. Should I unveil everything in season 2? No. We'll roll it out. It'll be fine. How I imagine this episode going, right? It's like a nice slow fade in downstairs, the entrance of my apartment. You know, because I live above a CBD store. I'd be like smoking a CBD cigarette outside, and then like cameraman walks in as it fades in, right? And I'm like, oh, what's up? I'm Chef Juice. Come on in. I take you through the back of the CBD store to this hidden staircase that takes you directly into my studio, where there's a cool, the red on-air lights blinks on outside of the door. I close the door, and I'm like, oh, so you're probably wondering, why did this look so good with all these slates and sponsors? Well, I'm here to answer it all. And no, I'm not a real chef. In fact, I'm not juicing a thing. And the best part, I'm hardly going to be cooking. So why the fuck am I still here? And then punk music, B-roll of throwing microwaves and skating over cameras and bikinis and grease and interviews in the studio. And then, pow, microwave minutes. Season 2. Work smart, not hard. It's a good tech. That's a good tech. A lot of people in kitchens love to say that. especially to me, because maybe it seemed like I was trying really hard or something. Who's to say? Who's to say? Oh, we're going to have to get some eyewitness accounts. Maybe yeah. So hopefully we could get a couple homies in here that could tell you about my life on the line. Not correlated to the book by Grant Achatz or anything like that. But yeah, we can dive into that. Maybe I should text them right now. Maybe get them on the phone. Coming back to this Devour thing. What's going on? And now that it's cooled down, it's just really become a sloppy mess. I really would not recommend the Devour meals. There's something like really not fulfilling about there being that small amount of tater tot. And I don't know, it just seemed like who is that benefiting? Shark Week? So I would tune in to Shark Week to see these ads for these, just to see what's going on. For the frozen dinner section of Devour, I don't know. I might have another one actually. Their big tag is eat like an animal. That's pretty cool. I'm really into that. They got a lot of options, honestly. And the Shark Week is all the way at the bottom of their website. Oh, they've got a buffalo chicken grilled cheese and a Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese. Yum. I think I've had the sharp cheddar. Ooh, they got a steak and eggs. There's no sharks on here at all. This must be old. Because they still have the same flavors, but they're not Shark Week branded. If you were in my position, which all-day breakfast would you use? Let's see. We got biscuits, bacon, and creamy sausage gravy. All-day double sausage and bacon-loaded tots, which is what we're eating right now. All-day breakfast spicy chorizo queso hash. Or the steak and eggs with creamy gravy. Definitely the biscuits. The biscuits look like it would be hard for them to skimp on the biscuits because there's only 4 of them in the photo as to the 20 that are supposed to be in this tot. Before Devour started the Eat Like an Animal campaign, I found an official statement from their Instagram that has an important message about food porn. And they're ripping on the people that are trying to expose the pornography industry as being very abusive and bad and toxic. But it's never just eat, devour. And they're talking about how we are very proud to air our first ever big game commercial. However, we won't be able to show the original tonight because it's too hot with steamy food porn. Millions of Americans enjoy food porn every day. At work, at home, even in public. Food porn is normal. It's beautiful. It's American. But even in 2019, many still think food porn is too hot for TV. These cookbook thumpers call it unsavory, and shame on us for doing what's natural. We say no more. It's time for those who love food porn to come out of the shadows and stop hiding food porn under our mattresses. So that is, I don't know how to feel about that, but their Shark Week collab is just like falling short for me. They could have done something with like, what's another equivalent of a Shark Week? A Halloween special. Do like microwave eyeballs, but they're like, it's like a pasta thing. They're meatballs, meatballs, right? What could they use? Oh, it could be like a Scotch egg. Do a Scotch egg eyeball. Ooh, but reversed. It would be like a deviled egg, but with like the filling of the yolk would need to be like colored like a brown or an eye color of some kind. I mean, you cut the bottom of it so that you flip the deviled egg looking thing. Does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense. It's hard. I can't explain it. I don't have. See, the visual component of the show was very important, but we're gonna get through this. I'm gonna talk through all this with y'all, the listeners, the microwavers. No, the juicers. Y'all are the juicers. I need to get some bros to follow us at the gym. Yeah, juicers. And on the next week's episode, we microwave ding dongs and other Hostess products. Yeah. Get some quality content from that. That's for damn sure. What should I microwave next though? You gotta let me know in the comments. And you can listen to this on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, podcast, whatever it is. Anywhere you find a podcast, we're coming through Podbean here. We're doing the damn deed. I'm not sure where you normally find your podcasts. I don't know if you get them from your attic, get the projector down, plug it into your stereo and vibe out. I don't know what you listen to right now, but stop what you're doing. Get ready for the next episode. Go watch the rest of them. Go watch season 1. It's fun. My dog is going to be the guest next week. She's going to have some snacks with me. I'll get some good from her. She loves it. Right, Zoe? Where are you? She's not around right now. Not important. Totally not important. But you can follow her on Instagram if you want. Fruit Bat Dog. She's a good fucking dog. Well, she's actually not that good of a dog. This episode we can let's talk about it, right? This dog loves people. People more than any dog ever. And that seems to be a problem. Last week, actually, she shit on the floor twice in the same day. It's rumored that she got into her food container and ate too much food and couldn't keep her shit in. But I have no evidence to support that. And then there was an instance where I did leave the food container open yesterday. But she hasn't shit on the floor yet. It's either because I've been home all day or she's just chosen to keep her shit inside of her. So, who's to say? I've been in the studio for most of the day. So if she shit on the floor, I haven't found it yet. But with that aside, too, we got the other issue of, she's just so petty and territorial every time we go to the dog park. Every time. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't want to be the kind of person that just doesn't take their dog to the dog park. But I swear to God, this dog will get into fights with any dog that's there. Doesn't matter size, shape, breed, or sex. She's trying to scuffle. And I don't violently fight with this dog. I don't play with the dog. I don't put my fists in her mouth or, act like I'm another dog. And I play fetch and she gets pets, but she doesn't get, she's not getting riled up and just being a dick at the dog park. I don't know what it is. She's also just really, it could be food, treats. That's not the same as food because the treats are always a little different. It's not a kibble thing. She eats dry kibble, the expensive kind, but still, she's territorial about her food, about water, about toys, and you name it. It's the goofiest thing. We've had maybe one other dog in this house, and luckily it was a tiny dog and it didn't cause any problems, but even still, got into it for whatever reason. And I guess when one person is not around, when Hannah and I are home at the same time, it's like heaven to her. But then if one person isn't around, it's like a completely different dog. I don't get that either. What did I do to deserve a dog that pulls all the time? Not that I think that I did anything to deserve it, but just come on, dude. Why do you gotta pull every single time? It's not that crazy out there. You've smelled most of this neighborhood for the past 8 months now. Maybe a little less, but still. Nah, but love that dog. Love my Zoe dog. I'm really curious as to what would happen if I came home with another dog. You know, like how that would go over with her. If she would be a dick or if she would be like, oh, cool, this is another one of my packs. Another one in my pack. I don't know if they would be fighting all the time if we left or if they'd be like dynamic duo, partners in crime kind of thing. I'm hoping for the latter. Really hoping that it would be like a John and Paul thing instead of a what's it called? Garfield and Otto, maybe. Yeah, not and no way on a cat. No way, dude. This dog would eat the cat. I would come home, there would be remnants of tail. Be awful. I had to lock the doors to wherever the cat was at. How do you keep track of that? Absolutely not. There was actually, it's been about 2 weeks now. She was on anti-anxiety medication because she was a tweak, and she had we adopted her, but she had separation anxiety even like when we got her, for probably because they would lock her in a crate and use a choker on her. So she's been on that for a while now, over a year. And before we got her, even they probably gave it to her months before we got her, but she's off it now. So maybe shitting on the floor was like, I don't know what to do now. I have anxiety. I have to shit. I can't hold it in. I feel like if my camera that is supposed to be for the doggy cam worked correctly, I would have been able to have caught it. But seeing as it hasn't worked for like the past 5 months or whatever, since we've been in this apartment so longer, it used to track, when there was movement in certain areas of the house. If I had that function still, I would have ran home. Well, actually, the thing is that I left at like 8 a.m. that day and left early from work because there was nothing to do, or we had to cut people or whatever reason. This is the last time I was at work. Tomorrow it'll be a week, which is fucked up because I've got COVID and I tested positive yesterday on December 2nd. So you're going to get some episodes. We're going to be hanging out in here and hear me talk for an hour about a whole lot of nothing. And I left at 8. 5 hours went by. Less. It was less. Hannah was at work the entire time, but got home. She shit the night before at 8, and I noticed it as I was leaving that day. And I got home, and there was, in the same exact spot, just shit. Why? This is a housebroken dog we're talking about. What would cause her? And this isn't like, it wasn't like, let's get into it, though. Like, what kind of shit was it? You're probably wondering. Well, it was solid. This was like regular dumps. This wasn't anything. I hope you're not eating. Are you eating while you're listening to this? This isn't a show for eating. This is a show for me to eat because I'm okay with talking about shit. And it's natural, especially for a dog. Now, I don't, I'm not walking around with my dog picking up shit and then like getting hot dogs in one hand and the doggy bag in the other, That's not what I'm about, but we can recap. I'll recap about what happened to me even while I'm eating, which is I'm conditioned by a mother with IBS to be able to talk about these things. Sucks if you don't want to. We can get nasty, It's my show. I do what I want. It's a video show that's now only available as an audio. Microwave Minutes. The show that never made sense from the beginning because Adam gave it to me. That's right. It's his idea, and I'm capitalizing on it. There probably were some rules going into it. I think it just needed to be long enough. I think that the issue in the first place was that I didn't know what I was going to do. Talk for an hour. I can't do that if it's about one microwave thing. So how am I going to do it? Do it video and then have an excuse to make it only 10 minutes, and then I tried the after the beep thing, and now it's just going to be all in one shot. It's just easier that way and less stress. I can just export it, boom, boom, boom. And next week, we'll talk about file format and proper exporting. Just kidding. These are not self-help podcasts. This is a self-help myself podcast, okay? That's where we move forward from here, is I talk about me, and only me. And if there's other guests, I guess they can talk. But I'm not going to be heavy about it. This is also my shot at trying to get people to hire me for their voiceover talents, I got an old lady.
What did you say? Are they selling chocolates? What? What are they selling?
They're selling chocolates.
Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it.
I don't have any other ones. I just spaced on it. I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah, so voiceovers, right? Am I right? Man, I just always think that we snowball from nothing, I'm just, as long as I keep talking, I'll spitball and I'll just get into something else. But there's really no, what other things are people even curious about in my, everyday lifestyle anyway, other than my dog's shit? Nothing. The answer is nothing. I can't think of anything else. I've got a dying plant in my window. You want to hear about that? Nobody wants to hear about that. You hear about all this garbage I found that I'm trying to piece together like a little puzzle? No, nobody wants to hear about that. You want to hear about the puzzle that's not finished on our coffee table right now? No, because I don't do the puzzles. It's a cool puzzle, though. It's a Costco puzzle. That's Hannah's thing in the wintertime, is doing puzzles. And I'm like, I don't want to help. That's too constructive. I'm going to make noise music while you try to concentrate. Because I'm an asshole. I'm really interested in digital marketing. Usually if I'm home from work for this amount of time, I unveil all my memorabilia, my sentimentalities, my little unmentionables. That is memory lane. What other things do you think that I was talking about? Talking about photos and old drawings. Maybe I could do a southern accent, but I think that that's offensive to what could be my demographic, I don't know what I am. I know that I'm slightly Hispanic, but I think the rest of that is like, hillbilly. I think I might be part hillbilly. I think it runs deep in the suburbs of Chicago. Or like, middle of Illinois. It sucks. I was supposed to see my parents, but I got COVID, so guess I got to put that off for another year. I didn't go home for Thanksgiving. We ate here, some friends. But yeah, like I said, another year. It's usually the holidays is the only time when I prioritize seeing them. So prioritize seeing your loved ones, even if it means preventing the spread of COVID. I was also supposed to be going to a fucking show tomorrow. We're not going there anymore. Got to sell my ticket. I bought it like a month and a half ago. Very upsetting, to be honest. And I hope that that's the last thing I have to cancel. Luckily for my awesome insurance, never mind, all of the testing sites were free, but I got one right down the street, and they can just let me know on my little app, my little Blue Cross Blue Shield app. Am I allowed to talk about insurance companies on this, or are they going to fine me? I think they're going to fine me. I think they don't like when you talk about them. I just turned 26 this year, so I just learned about jumping through the hoops of the health marketplace. And boy, is it a fucking joke. Doesn't make any sense. You got to confirm with these people to confirm the other people to, verify this and then verify that. And ID here, ID there. Sign. It's like, just let me input. I just want one website for the whole thing, right? And everybody wants that convenience, but I'm here to tell you that I don't have any solutions. I don't have any good ideas to contribute to that because I'm not a doctor and I'm not somebody in charge of that. But I can complain about it, right? That's the nature of these shows. I hope that you listened to my guest spots at Requiem for Tuesday, because I could delve into my Greece story a little bit more, seeing as I've got your attention and I've held it for about 35 minutes. The thing about that trip was that I've never really been anywhere in my life other than Mexico once. I also went to, I went to another Virgin Island. But it was, you're too young to really experience things at its fullest potential. And this one was to its fullest potential, right? It was cool as fuck. I did skinny dip in the ocean after the wedding, which is pretty sick. But before that, we finally found weed the day of the wedding. We were there for a wedding. We had been there for I think it was 10 days total, something like that. And one of Hannah's friends had been looking for weed the entire time and finally found it on the last island, right? So getting stoned, getting skinny dipped in the ocean, in the Aegean Sea. Did I say that right? I don't know. Absolutely, like, the highlight of the trip for sure. Seeing this classic traditional Greek wedding. Got to throw rice at their heads. Oh, it was so cool. But coming home, we were faced with some challenges, and I guess I can wait until the next episode to tell you about that, because I jumped all the way to the second to last day of the trip again, because that's what I do. What's wrong with jumping backwards a little bit? Going backwards. I'm like the Back to the Future of storytelling. Oh, I'm gonna get ripped apart for that. God damn it. So we did Devoured, the Discovery Shark Week all day breakfast, double sausage and bacon loaded tots. Talked about some doggy stuff. I gotta go walk this bitch. And you've got to go watch the rest of the episodes or listen to them, whatever you see fit. And we'll see you next week, right? Season 2, we're back. We're hanging out. We're more comfortable, We got to know each other. We put the dish in for the first minute and 30 seconds, Stay warm, stay dry. And Lieutenant Dan always said to bring extra socks. And I will talk to y'all soon. Good night.